I'm the library director. Welcome to the Scituate Town Library and our very last of the summer concert series. We have Flamenco Boston here with us tonight, and I know they are going to be amazing. I do just want to mention for parents and grandparents, we do have an extension cord running. We've tried to block it as much as possible, but if you could help us watch your little ones, we don't want to put anybody in the ER tonight, for sure, unless it's for too much fun. But thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you're able to join us for several of the shows. Look for us next year. I'm sure we'll have another great lineup. The people that we have to thank for tonight's series and for really all of the programming that we do at the library are the friends of the Scituate Town Library. They raise all of the money that we use for programming here. And to talk a little bit more about that is Suzanne Russell, president of the Friends.
Thank you, Jesse. I just wanted to thank you all for being here and for supporting the Friends over the years. We had an amazing art auction this past May in the library, and so many of the local artists in town and across the South Shore donated work so that we could make this summer concert series available to everybody. Thank you for being a part of that, and continue to shop in our lovely second chapter bookstore, and look forward to seeing you all again next year. Enjoy the show. Thank you.
A quick little public service announcement before we start. So in flamenco, there's many different components. There's the cante, the singing, the toque, the guitar playing, the baile, which you guys will see, which is the dancing, the palmas, the hand clapping, but most importantly, something called jaleos, which you guys will be responsible for. So does anybody know the magic word to shout in flamenco? Ole. Ole. Somebody did their homework. So let's give that a practice. Uno, dos, tres. Ole. Ole. So you can shout that anytime you see something you like. If you see something you don't like, you can also shout ole. We can't tell the difference. So let's try with a little bit more gusto. Uno, dos, tres. Ole. Ole. Sorry.
we doing this evening? Okay, my side committee here, muy bien. I heard it over here. Let's try it one more time. How are we doing? Good. Let's introduce the band. In flamenco, we call it the cuadro. Can you say cuadro? Cuadro flamenco. On the guitar, we have Antonio Tirititran. Al cante, the singing, Ana Villa. Al baile, Sofía Mil. And my name is Cianix Barrera. You can call me Miss X. You do like that? Because my name has an X at the beginning and an X at the end. 2 X's. Why are we here today? What was that? Can you say that one more time? To listen to flamenco. Muy bien. Can everybody say flamenco? No flamingos. Okay? There's no pink birds on stage. Last time I checked, there are no pink birds. Flamenco. Flamenco. Where's flamenco from? Spain. Very good. More specifically, which region? Muy bien. Andalusia, the southernmost part of Spain. As Antonio mentioned before, flamenco has many different elements that are very important, and you see represented on stage here today. You have the toque. Can you say toque? That's the guitar playing. And then we have the cante, the singing. And then we have the baile. Muy bien. So you have toque, cante, and baile. You have to remember that for later. I'm going to quiz you later, okay? So flamenco is this beautiful, rich art form from the southernmost region of Spain that has many different cultural influences. We have obviously the Spanish folklore. You have to the south of Spain, you have a big continent, Africa. So northern African influence from the Muslims, the Arabs, also the African influence. We have the Sephardic Jewish influence. We have the Roma people, los Gitanos from India, and then we also have the Latin American influence. So we have many different cultures that impacted flamenco in one way or another. And we are going to speak about each one more specifically, but I wanted to speak about this interesting thing that's on my thumb. Anybody know what that is? No idea. What does it look like? What'd you say? Castañuelas. Can everybody say castañuelas? In English, it's castanets. And it is an instrument that we use on our thumb. It's 2 pieces of wood or fiberglass held on a string with our thumb. And it stays open so that we can strike and make music. Since I am right-handed, I use all 4 fingers. And on my left, just 1. Yeah, Sophia, can you show us a little bit how you would use your castanets? The one on the right we call the female because it's a higher pitch, and the one on the left is the male because it's a lower pitch. Yeah. And to that we say, ole, muy bien. Miss Sofia is going to dance for us a tientos. So while she's dancing, we can talk about it after, I think. While she's dancing, I want you to notice all the things that she's doing, and then we'll check back in. Is that okay? Yeah.
mañana, cuando le ponen al puente la banderita gitana. Y cuando el puente le pone la banderita gitana.
What did you think, side committee? Approved? Word of approval.
Hello, everyone. I'm a little out of breath, but you can understand. So I just wondered, how many of you think that we all rehearsed together before today? Nobody? Some people? You would be wrong. What? I know. So the way that flamenco works, it's a communication, it's a language. And there's an element of a structured improvisation. That means we understand the basic structure. So the dance that I just did, the song type, we all understand the melody, we understand that it's in 4 counts, and we understand the structure. Although that can change sometimes a little bit. And so then we work together to have cues where the dancer will indicate with their body what we want the singer to do. And so there was a lot of those in there. And so this allows us to be able to work with people we have not ever worked with. I've never worked with Anna, excuse me. I've never worked with Anna before. I know these two. But every performance is different, and so we're always in communication with each other. And the dancers are listening to the singer, we're listening to the guitarist. Sometimes different people are in charge at different points in the dance, and we sort of pass the baton back and forth. But again, that's through communication. So just when you're seeing the rest of the show, just be looking at how we're communicating, and you'll find more layers to it.
Ole, so I'll introduce the next piece we're gonna do. We're gonna let Sofia and Ciani rest for a little bit because they've been working really hard. And we're gonna sing a song called Pena Penita Pena, originally sung by Lola Flores, who was a great flamenco singer. And yeah, this is kind of like our little version of it.
de luna, lunero, cortaría los hierros de tu calabozo. Si yo fuera reina de la luz del día y del viento y del mar, corceles de esclavos, yo me ceñiría por tu libertad. Ay, pena, penita, pena, pena, pena de mi corazón. Hay quien me corra por la pena, pena, y por la fuerza de un ciclón. Es lo mismo de un puñado de tiniebla y pena, otro desbocado que no sabe a dónde va. Es un desierto de arena, arena, y en mi gloria era un pena, pena, ay, pena, penita, pena. Yo no quiero flores, dinero ni palmas. Quiero que me dejen llorar tus pesares y estar a tu vera, cariño del alma, bebiéndome el llanto de tu soledad. Me duelen los ojos de mirar sin verte y reniego de mí, que tienes la culpa de tu mala suerte, mi rosa de abril. Ay, pena, penita, ay, pena, pena, pena de mi corazón. Hay quien me corre por la pena, pena, por la fuerza de un ciclón. Es lo mismo que un puñal de tiniebla y pena, otro desbocado que no sabe a dónde va. Y es un desierto de arena, arena, y en mi gloria era un pena, pena, ay, pena,
Doesn't she make you want to cry? We literally just met half an hour ago. So this is the first time I hear her sing. Beautiful. One, otro. Another round of applause. So the cante, right, the flamenco singing, has many different influences. I don't know if you've heard flamenco before today, but you have like the Sephardic, the cantors, you have the Indian and Muslim influence, and there's so many different influences, and the lyrics speak, it's poetry, so they speak anything from the joys of life to the losses and sorrows, and some of them are funny. One of my favorite lyrics says, "What did I do to you for you to throw my clothes out the window?" It's very fun in that way. And then now we're gonna go into the toque, the guitar. Antonio, can you play for us one of your masterpieces? Amaya. So the guitar, the guitarra flamenca. Can you say guitarra? You gotta roll those R's. Guitarra. Muy bien. So the flamenco guitar usually is made, correct me if I'm wrong, of cypress, right? And I don't know if you can tell, but on the face of the guitar, there's a piece of plastic, invisible, that Antonio also uses as a percussive element. So while he's playing and strumming, he's striking the guitar. So that plastic protects the guitar from getting damaged, right? Another fun fact is that Antonio's right hand, his nails are longer, and on his left hand, his nails are shorter. Nobody finds that interesting? The reason for that is that the left hand, he plays the chords, right? So it needs to be short so that he can reach. But instead of using a guitar pick, he has 5 picks, his nails. And he's able to do different guitar techniques. For example, the picado, which is like picking at the guitar. Or rasgado, like scratching. And there's also alzapua, which is just a thumb technique. And one of my favorites, the tremolo, if you're ever feeling very dramatic. Ole. Ole, mi Antonio. Okay, so now it's my turn. I'm going to perform for you an alegría. Anybody know what alegría means? Happiness! So you get to be the judge if I look happy while I'm dancing. But we'll talk a little bit more about the dancer, okay? Look at all the different things that I'm doing while performing. Vamos allá. Okay, that's enough of that. So what was I doing? More specifically, what was I doing? Alegrías, but what was I doing with my body? Somebody help me. Huh? Telling a story? Vale. Was I making music with my feet? Was I stomping my feet? This is called a golpe. When I strike my whole foot on the floor. Tacón. Just my heels. Punta. Point. I can also do látigo. Whip. What else was I doing? Moving my hands. This is called floreo and braceo. What else? Help me, please. Moving my dress, thank you. The costume is part of the dancing, right? We like to wear polka dots in flamenco. They say it's good luck to wear polka dots. So I wore my biggest ones. What else? Was I clapping my hands? Was I snapping my fingers? Did I strike my body? Many ways to make music with your body. You can sing, snap your fingers, clap your hands, strike your body, and stomp your feet. But that's enough talking. I think it's time to dance. Can everybody stand up, please? Come on, kids. Can we fill up the space over here with all my kitties? So we can dance together? And if you don't feel like getting up, that's totally fine. You can do it from your lawn chair. Okay, why don't we start with moving our hands? What do you think? See? It's called floreo. Can you say floreo? Floreo. Eso es. See how me Sofia is moving them in and out. Yes. We gotta get the wrist involved, make circles. Very good. And maybe you want to grab an apple and put it in your pocket. And grab another apple, and maybe if you're hungry, put it in your pocket. Maybe you want to pick a flower and smell it, and then put it in your pocket. And then another flower, and we smell it, and then we throw it in. Ole. And how about we pick some cherries, put it in our pocket. What else can we pick? Blackberry and strawberry, and blueberries, and a banana. We have a very healthy bunch of kids over here. Nobody wants candy? Which one? Oranges. Cake. Chocolate cake. What about stomping our foot? And we stomp down. Let's make some music. Ready? Put your hands on your hips. See, Miss Sophia? Standing nice and tall. The adults too. Venga. Feet together, hands on your hips. And we're gonna strike the floor. Ready? We're gonna go. Exactly. Aside from being dancers, we are musicians. We have to make music with our body. Are you ready to go a little faster? Here we go. Muy bien. In rhythm. And maybe a little faster. Ready, go. Ole. And let's go in a circle. Arms up. And strike up. You two adults. I see you. Ole. Muy bien. Give yourself a big round of applause. Speaking of applause, we've also been doing palmas. Can you say palmas? What do you think are palmas? Your hands. What do you do with your hands? You're gonna clap, okay? So we're gonna cup our hands like this, make two letter C's, así, put them together, and that's gonna be palma sorda, okay? Very good. The soft hand clapping. Muy bien. We go a little por tango. Dos, tres, cuatro. Dos, tres, cuatro. Muy bien. Nice and slow. On one, you stomp your foot. Dos, tres, cuatro. And then let's try the loud one. Ready? Eso es. Look at Sofía. Toma que toma. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Muy bien. Maybe a little bit faster. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Ole, muy bien. Good. On 7, we're gonna stop. Okay, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That has never happened before. There's always that one clap on 8. It looks like we have rhythm in this town. We gotta try it one more time. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Ole! This rhythm that we're doing is called tango. Okay? Tango flamenco has nothing to do with Argentinian tango. Okay? It's a 4-count beat. 1, 2, 3. ¡Ole! ¡Muy bien! We're gonna stop on 7 again, okay? It's coming. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7! Ole! Give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you, friends. You can have a seat now.
Thank you so much for having us tonight. This has been a blast. Thank you so much for participating and learning how to dance and make music with your body with us. Again, we are Flamenco Boston. Again, on guitar we had Antonio. On baile we had Ciani. On baile also we had Sofia. My name is Anna and I was singing. And yeah, thank you so much for having us. I'm not from here and I'm struggling to pronounce Scituate. Scituate? Scituate? Scituate. Thank you so much for having us. This town is lovely. Thank you so much for having us. It's been a joy to be here. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. We have one last tiny piece for you guys tonight. This one is called Fin de Fiesta, which in Spanish means the end of the party. So it's very traditional to close with this. And yeah, let's do it.
social media, please follow us at Flamenco Boston on Instagram, on Facebook. Twitter's kind of dead. Yeah, that's Flamenco, not Flamingo Boston. And if you follow us, you can catch all our future shows with our special guests. We always have different guests coming from all over the place. So thanks again.